Congrats to Russell Westbrook on being named the 2017 NBA MVP. He became just the second player in NBA history to ever average a triple-double while putting up 30 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds a game. Superstars like Kawhi Leonard and LeBron had incredible seasons, while James Harden had a historic season himself. Harden would become the first player to ever put up 2,000 points, 900 assists, and 600 rebounds in a single season in NBA history. But unfortunately, they joined the lengthy list of MVP runner-ups. Here's a look at 7 amazing seasons that didn't result in an MVP award. Number 7. LeBron James in the 2010-2011 NBA season. After winning 2 consecutive MVP awards in 2009 and in 2010, LeBron made the decision to leave Cleveland and join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. Even though LeBron increased his rebounding stats and his shooting percentage stats, Derrick Rose would end up winning the MVP award that year. The Bulls would finish with 4 more wins than the Miami Heat, and they would also lock up the number 1 seed. D Rose would average 25.7 assists and 3 rebounds, while LeBron would average 26.7 assists and 7 rebounds. LeBron's stats were clearly better, but Derrick Rose's team just had a better record. LeBron easily could have won 5 straight MVP awards if not for Derrick Rose beating him out in James' first season with the Miami Heat. Nevertheless, LeBron would go on to win the next 2 MVP awards over the course of the next 2 seasons. Number 6. Kobe Bryant in the 2005-2006 NBA season. Kobe had never won an MVP in his first 10 years in the NBA. Despite winning 3 championships with Shaquille O'Neal and the LA Lakers and playing for one of the greatest coaches of all time in Phil Jackson, Kobe just struggled getting that elusive MVP award. Kobe would average a career-high 35.4 points a game, and he lifted the Lakers from 34 wins to 47 wins, taking a team with guys like Smush Parker and Kwame Brown to the NBA playoffs. But that year, Steve Nash was named the MVP, and similar to Derrick Rose's MVP year, Nash's team was a higher seed than Kobe, even though Kobe put up much better numbers than Steve Nash. Nevertheless, Kobe's 2006 NBA season was just absolutely legendary. Number 5. Shaquille O'Neal in the 2000-2001 NBA season. Shaq would win his first MVP and his first title with the Lakers in 2000, then came back the next season averaging 28 points and just under 13 rebounds a game as they would go on to repeat as NBA champions. But it was Allen Iverson who managed to carry an overmatched 76ers team to the NBA Finals, who would go on to win the award. Statistically, this was Shaq's second best season of his career, with only his MVP season being better. AI would put up 31 points and 4 assists and win the MVP award, but Shaq's season was absolutely extraordinary. It's pretty crazy to think that Shaq only has 1 MVP award. Number 4. Michael Jordan in the 1996-1997 NBA season. Michael Jordan would win the award 5 times in his career, but in 1997, he was beaten out by Karl Malone. Jordan, who was age 33 at the time, would go on to lead the league in scoring, averaging 29.6 points a game, to go on and win his 9th scoring title of his career, and leading the Bulls to a 69-win season. And keep in mind, this was the season after he had led the Bulls to a 72-win season, which at the time was the greatest ever. Now, Karl Malone, on the other hand, was also 33, and he averaged 27 points and 9 rebounds a game. He only led the Jazz to 64 wins, but they would go on to the NBA Finals where they would lose to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Jordan had a much better season than Karl Malone and won 5 more games than him. But I think this is just another example of voters' fatigue. Michael had won the award so many times that the voters just wanted to give it to someone else. But regardless, Jordan's 69-win season, while putting up just under 30 points a night, is still legendary. Number 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 1972-1973 season and in the 1974-1975 season. So I'm going to bunch these 2 seasons into one since they both involve Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So Kareem would have won 7 straight MVPs if not for being edged out by Dave Cowens in the 72-73 season and Bob McAdoo in the 74-75 season. Kareem would average 30 points and 16 rebounds in 72-73, and 2 years later he would average 30 points and 14 rebounds a game. Just ridiculous numbers. But like I mentioned, Cowens and McAdoo would win the award over him. Kareem's numbers were amazing, but unfortunately he just did not win the MVP award. Kareem does hold the record for most MVP awards in a career with 6 overall, so I'm sure he wasn't too bummed out. Number 2, Oscar Robertson in the 1961-1962 NBA season. Before Russell Westbrook's historic season, Robertson was the only player to ever average a triple-double. And the crazy thing is, he didn't win MVP. The Big O would average 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in his second season, lifting the Royals from 33 wins to 43 wins, but it was Bill Russell who won the award, averaging 18 points and 23 rebounds. At the time, Bill Russell was a 3-time defending champ, and the Celtics team had just won 60 games that season. They would go on to win their 4th title, and Bill Russell would walk away with yet another MVP. But believe it or not, Robertson wasn't the only legend who got snubbed in this historic season. And number 1, Wilt Chamberlain in the 1961-1962 NBA season. 1962 was a crazy year for the NBA. The Big O averaged a triple-double, Bill Russell won his 4th title, and Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game. Not only that, Wilt also averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds a game for an entire season. But like I mentioned, Wilt and the Big O were both snubbed of the 1962 MVP award to Bill Russell, who only put up 19 and 23. The good thing is though, Wilt would go on to be a 4-time MVP, and he would go down as one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant player the game has ever seen. So once again, congrats to Russell Westbrook on being named the 2017 MVP. He deserved it, putting up 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists a game, leading his team to the playoffs with the 6th seed. I was happy to see him win the award. I was happy to see his speech because I think he deserved it so much. As for guys like James Harden and Kawhi Leonard, their time will come. I feel bad for especially James Harden, who is a guy who's been a runner-up for 3 years in a row. So hopefully one day, maybe next year, he'll win that elusive award that he so desperately coveted. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed any part of this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps out my channel a ton, and it would really make my day. But that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.
And deal with it. Father, forgive us. We used to cry rivers, but with no tears left, I stand and deliver into the sky.